I invite you to place one or two hands on your heart to arrive even more, to sync heads and heart spaces in this unique moment in time with 5 mindful breaths, a minimum powerful expression to sync all aspects, elements. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely and blink your eyes and mobilize. Take a minute. Don't have time to move? You do. You have 1 minute. Enjoy. Your body affects your mind affects your body. Enjoy. Breathe in, breathe out. Hello, everyone. Those that have wanted to say hi and acknowledged, greetings. I'll introduce myself after. For some reason, I could have sworn I saw Yasmin and then it just disappeared. I wonder if you have the capacity to delete your comments. That's what I'm curious about. Hello, Samantha, Mora, Loretta, Sherry. Oh, then why did it disappear? I'm very confused. Welcome, Sherry, Yasmin. You too. So, everyone, wow, it's so nice to have a slow start. I believe in grace of arrival. When we have that luxury to bring your breath, let the energy settle, lighting, music, mood. I do give time and space for those that arrive a bit late, but there is no time. It's all divine time, whatever you catch, whatever you sync up. Lord knows I jump on and off this platform, and then you get what you get when you are in the alignment of. It feels good to take a break, and I got to meet 7 people that are in the Withyin Insight Timer community in person. We got to hug each other. Yasmin is one of them. Such an honor to see who's behind the veil. And of course, there will be more. It's a dance between virtual, vibrational, physical, emotional, spiritual. It's a constant dance, and how amazing. We're so multifaceted. You'll get one, Sherry. You're totally in the right place since I have family in Illinois. Well, this is a shorter session, under an hour, so I'm not going to acknowledge everything you say, but I'm reading it. I love what you're curious about, letting go, inner strength, stepping into my power, peeling layers away. And I'll speak a little bit more about the significance. So I never know what I'm going to draw, by the way. It just happens. And today is Veterans Day, Remembrance Day in a lot of Commonwealth countries, honoring military service, and as they say, the ultimate sacrifice, if they have given their life for this thing called war and freedom, and God bless us. And those that it has affected, and all of the repercussions of living with that, right? So it's interesting, when I was drawing this, I'm like, oh no, it's like a bomb that exploded. But then in the 5D spiritual community, today is like a portal, 1111. And then we pair it with 222. There's a lot of symbolism. Around Halloween, around the fall, the veil is thin to contact your ancestors, spirit realm, even your inner being, to have this vast knowledge of what is meant to be communicated, to be revealed, for you to walk in the physical and the spiritual. Anyhow, so this is like a spirit, an ascended being. It's also you with your third eye opening, content. We're going to do the inner work, right? To access these realms and spaces. So I thought I'd mention that. And I thought it'd be a little controversial because why not? What's the point of staying in the comfort zone? Tony Robbins always talks about the next version of you is outside of your comfort zone. So let's step outside the comfort zone. So I do make a mindful effort of what I'm wearing because I have way too much clothes, thriving not to do a repeat. And I just wore this casual t-shirt because it's comfortable. And then I'm like, oh, it would be good to wear red, like a poppy for Veterans Remembrance Day. But then I'm like, oh, I'm actually wearing probably the most appropriate in terms of self-sacrifice, military that sacrifices for a country, for this defending called freedom. So I'm wearing a mother cow who basically offers the ultimate sacrifice for human taste buds. A female cow is so docile, gentle, and the ultimate sacrifice is her body, her milk, for humans. We're the only species that drinks another species' humans. Imagine being impregnated for 9 months, and instead of hanging out with your baby, it's taken away for the veal market. And that happens for 4 years until she turns into your steak. A cow can live up to 25, 30 years, but after such abuse. Anyhow, so there's some symbolism in the shirt for the ultimate sacrifice, soldiers, animals. What kind of world is this? We get to decide. You choose with your words, your actions, your wallets, your conversations, and whether you stay in tunnel vision. That's what I'm curious about, actually. So let me introduce myself at this time for those that are new. I'm Robert Halley. I'm a creative wellness coach, blending performing arts career with my passion in holistic health and consciousness. I'm in Unionville, it's north of Toronto, Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and the Huron-Wendat people's traditional territory. And I am about an 8 with open and curiosity. Currently, I'm very curious about people with tunnel vision that turn the news on and they're just spoon-fed that. Like, how is your life so busy that you're just in tunnel vision of what's in front of you? When you are a multifaceted, dimensioned portal being, and there's information in this plant that probably can offer you more than the news and what is healthy and all of that stuff. Anyhow, welcome! This is the first live back after a week or so off. I've been in New York City and Long Island. I did my very first in-person wellness workshop weekend, and I learned so much about facilitation. I got to be with people that drove like 3 to 4 hours to meet me. And the biggest honor was, it was like we knew each other. So it is true, when you invest in similar frequency spaces and time and hobbies and habits, almost when you meet in person, it's like, physical, what's that? It's this dimensional that's even more real. Because one day we will lose this flesh, blood, and bone. But it is such an honor. I want to get into the live. I will be sharing some stories on social media and over time, right? I welcome you to 50 things to make the world a better place, to help you digitally detox, to keep you active, to do on a rainy day or a cold day or an introspection day where you just want to stay home. 50 things you should know and 50 things to improve your mindfulness. This is interactive, it's fun, it's to take some ideas, concepts into your weekend, or maybe even with yourself. So let's see where and what and how we're meant to think and ponder. By all means, happy to be the face and the voice, but your comments, I'm reading them, and we are taking thought where thought wants to go. Yeah. All right. Wow. Erica's dad is a vet. Godspeed his service and his health, his mental health. And bravo, Sherry, on making that choice. Of course, the marketing is there for our pallets. And the agricultural industry gets a lot of subsidies because they fund the government. Anyhow, why don't we take a breath and then we'll get into this fun, dynamic live. Breathe in, breathe out. May what's highest and best come forward with fun, fruitfulness, frenzy. I love that you're a blank canvas. Wow, that's amazing. Open and receptive. Yeah, I will share some photos on social though. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to share a video that I made with Louise in Times Square, but she's at work right now. I think she'll come to tomorrow's live and then I'll show you. You won't believe it. We did something really cool. All right. Before we give in, yeah, the Impossible plant-based meats are a crossover food. Personally, they're still, on occasion to have, but they're highly processed. So stick to whole foods, lentils, pulses, your dark green vegetables. Anyhow, let's go. That's amazing, Erica. So cool. So we're going to do 50 things to make the world a better place. Technically, the numerology today is a 10, but I do want this to pulse along a bit more. So let's just honor it's 1111, which is 2. Let's honor the number of 2. The second person that gives me a number between 1 and 47, we're going to pick that card. Any number between 1 and 47, second person, 1 and 2. It's Sherry who's descending, and I love that Sherry's educating our community. Yeah, if you do an A or a D, it just helps speed it up. Descending for 7. Let's see how we can make the world a better place. For you and for me and the entire family. Wow, that was pretty good for the morning. And for not being a singer first. Okay. Stop feeding bread and chips to ducks, as it doesn't give them the nutrition they need. Give them oats or birdseed or defrosted peas or sweet corn instead. That's so cool. I just learned some stuff. Well, I definitely knew about the bread. The yeast is not good for their stomach. And it's also depleting of their nutrients. Yeah, I didn't know that either, Erica. Defrosted peas or defrosted sweet corn. Oats. So oats is pretty cheap. That would be a lot better for them. And people are like, oh, I don't do this all the time. I don't do this all the time. But people are always watching. That's the thing. They're watching monkey see, monkey do. So let's make a choice and just get some oats. Oats are cheap. You're like, oh, bread is cheap. Well, oats is pretty cheap too. So let's make the world a better place by, sure, of course, we don't want animals to be dependent on humans. Interesting, we got this card as we were talking about dependence on cows, flesh, and fluids. But to make a world a better place, sure, that cross-species care helps to elevate the frequency of the planet, for sure. But it's within limits, right? We don't want them to be dependent on us. That's why the bears are coming in closer, all of that stuff to the cities. Cute emoji. But yeah, let's share. If we are going to share on occasion, oats, birdseed, frozen peas, or sweet corn. Be the change. And maybe you just mentioned it to someone, right? It's interesting though, because sometimes you see people do it and you could tell who knows how long they've been in their house. Like a lot of older folks, maybe they live alone. And that's like their event. It's their event that they go to the park, they have some interactions. I totally get it. So maybe just have a conversation with those people that you always see spreading bread, sharing bread. You know what's interesting is that could be a portal. The conversation from bread to seed to oats could be a portal for something else to share. Because remember, you are my mirror and I'm your mirror. And the sacred divine consciousness speaks through people, places, and things. Who knows what can be healed and activated with a simple conversation like that, right? There you go. There's deformity from the bread, and there's starting to have fines. Well, you have another alternative. Let's help make the world a better place through this simple act and where it goes. We move on to 50 things to help you digitally detox. No numbers yet until I give the consent. All right, let's trust the highest and best will come through. Do. 1, 2. All right, the second person that gives me a number between 1 and 47 with an A or a D will pick that card. I know, I'll pick it up. It's just for theatrics. Got to be a little entertaining now, don't I? Second person, 1 to 47. Thank you, Mara. Let's see what your empty slate has to say. Going up, ascending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is to help us digitally detox. I'm reading it as the same time as you see it and I see it. Be a spectator on social media instead of an actor. The more you resist the urge to post, click the like button or comment on other posts, the less engaged you become. I need to read this again because it didn't quite register. So be a spectator on social media instead of an actor. The more you resist the urge to post, click the like button, or comment on others' posts, the less engaged you become. I'm a little confused. So meaning instead of posting a lot, so if you need to digitally detox, instead of constantly consuming or posting, can you explain it, Mora? Because I don't. Meaning to support others. If you're starting to be obsessed, there's a lot of narcissism going around because of social. I'm thrilled I'm choosing like Insight Timer. Of course, I have YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. I kind of jump on and jump off. I am here to serve, and it's just a platform to stay connected, but I'd rather Insight Timer for shizzle. Not about me, it's about you. Okay, so offering that love by supporting others. Yeah, for sure. A lot of us feel that way. Insight Timer. Yeah, it's less distracting. It's more supportive to your growth, your healing, your development. This didn't quite land for me, but I guess if you're really like hungry for followers and this and that, instead of like, oh, gotta put out a post. Oh, this needs to be edited. Just go on. You can still go on, but support others. Hit some likes. Where are the hearts? Can I see some hearts? Boop, 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 boop. Infuse the space with love and support. And then thank you. Let me bathe in that. Yeah, it's a good idea. Doesn't mean you're not using it, but you're supporting people because you know how much challenging, how much confidence it takes, the work it takes to post. So why not share the love, support someone, make a comment? Personally, on my Instagram, the Withyin Instagram, every once in a while I post a question. So maybe you answer the question. Oh my gosh. Mora's like, it's a bit sad how we validate ourselves. Yeah, it's true. It's an interesting time and space reality we're in, isn't it? Balance, balance, balance. There's some interesting ideas. This is just one that happens to kind of support digital detox. I know that all these cards are not linked to actually being on the device. So that today was just one of those that were still digital, even though we're talking about detoxing. Oh, good. So Sherry has an idea. You can delete and block many people. I have as well. You can stay friends, but then not see their stuff. Your small groups, they can have their own community. Speaking of, I know I was quiet on our group on Insight Timer, but if you want to join the journey Withyin, I think I'm going to change the name to Creative Wellness. It just suits it more. But for now, it's the journey Withyin or Robert Halley. I'm going to post once or twice a week. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, there's a creative open community there. Also links to the replays and so on and so forth. Let's take a breath and pick another card. "50 ways to keep you active." Of course, they're not 50 anymore because we're going down. Oh no, I might have to change the name of this live. Because today it's 47 ways. We'll see. Ready for it? Woo! Okay, please take a breath. Second person that gives me a number between 1 and 47 will pick that card. All right, Salini steps up. 45 ascending. So if there's 45 ascending and there's 47, I'm just going to take 2 from the top. I'm sure you support me with time saving. So that's 47, 46, 45. Go for a walk. It's the simplest form of exercise and it's free. Even walking 1 block and breathing in new air makes a difference. I'm laughing because when I put it here, it's backwards, but I'm trying to read it backwards. So Salini says burr, because being in Montana and different parts of the world, it's starting to get colder. But let's remember, there's always that article that comes up every winter with the Swedish mothers that bundle their babies up, or Norway, and they leave them outside for a nap. Yeah, there's studies with helping insomnia as you breathe cold air. Honey, wrap your body temple and get your beep outside. You pick the card, go for a walk. I love what it said. It's like even walking 1 block to just get new air. There's also studies that the air in your house can even be more toxic. I know there's the fumes of the outside world and spraying chemtrails and diesel. It was so sad. I went for a walk this morning, such a beautiful walk. But then my last curve around the curb, this school bus went by and I literally was like, oh my God, the diesel. I was like, I'm like, how long can I hold my breath? I saw that, Maggie. I'm like, how is it minus 30 in Alberta? And it was like 19 yesterday. What is going on? Maggie mentions walking heals trauma in the brain. It's that pattern, right? The left, the right, the left, the right. Also, if you're in a big open field, walk backwards. Walking backwards is very popular in Asian cultures, also helps the brain. Free cold therapy, which helps with the brown cells of the immune system. There's so much cool science. And that's the whole thing. Take the blinders off. There's more than injections to immune system. There's a lot of things that are free and that are innate to spark our vitality. And the other thing with walking to keep you active, I know you can't see my whole body, but take your butt with you when you walk. So often we walk like this. See, it's a soft bum. This might be another one for the archives, Maggie. Glad you're here. So if you walk and your bum is too soft, which is nice, it's nice to have some booty back there. But if the pelvis is tucked and you're kind of like walking like this, nothing's happening. But can we squeeze your buttocks? And the best way is your foot, the foot behind, see if you can leave that foot down as long as possible and use your toes. The toes, they kind of like script. Let the toes be active when you walk. And then your buttocks will be engaged. It'll firm up. And then your booty will strengthen when you walk, and you can get a workout when you walk. And you'll tone your ASS. There's some shoes designed for that to help your booty, but it's just for more of a workout. So a walk can be many things. Clear your mind, strengthen your mind, forwards, backwards, nature therapy. We can also tone our acids. Increase your heart rate, right? Go a bit faster and then slow down. Great card, always a good idea. Get outside. We move on. 50 things to do on a rainy day or cold day, or when you're like, humans are idiots, I want to stay inside. Whoa! Breathe. Let's trust this will come through. Okay, I'm complete. Are you? Second person gives me a number between 1 and 47 with an A or a D. We'll pick that card. Try to give some other people a chance if they haven't picked. But if it's like crickets in here, then anyone can pick, even if you picked before. And so it is, Mary Kay. We still have 2 more to go, Loretta, so hang in there. Mary Kay, hello, hello. Descending, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's see. It's actually going to be raining a lot the next few days, so I might do this. Let's see. Practice positive affirmations. Look some up on the web or think about beliefs you'd like to change. Write down the negative thought, then write down the positive affirmation you'd prefer. Ooh, I like that. So, us here in this community, we ain't no new kids on the block with affirmations, but it's always a good reminder. So this is interesting. If you know you're going to have a home day, besides cleaning, cooking, internet stuff, why not take a moment for your psychology and refresh a new affirmation? What is the shadow? What is the ego? What is happening in that negative space? And write it down, acknowledge it. But then reframe it or project it right beside it. Boom, like a pros and cons list. Strengths, weaknesses. See it, acknowledge it. It's fertile soil for the bloom of another version. And we've all heard a gentle reminder. Are your affirmations like lip service? Or are you adding some visualization, some emotional components? Are you writing it on the bathroom mirror, the kitchen fridge, so it's subconsciously constantly? Personally, has anyone heard of the 369 method? I saw an Insight Timer. There was a man that recorded it. A really cute teacher with interesting tattoos. I forget his name. I think he's in Texas. If you haven't heard of the 369 method, it's an ancient, Nikola Tesla talks about this. It's efficient science of energy and cosmic production. So this is it. If you're up for the challenge, maybe we'll do it. We'll start our challenge in our chat. Whoever wants to, let's do it. Join me in the chat. We're going to do it. Honestly. Let's do a group affirmation. Join the chat. It's Robert Halley or The Journey Withyin on Insight Timers Circle. Starting today, if you want to join this, we will do it. I'd love you to share your affirmations. And then in 9 days, let's see what happens. So this is it. 3 affirmations, short, they're just a sentence. More and more I am. I'm so happy and grateful now that. so it's more believable. Say them 6 times a day. You have to set alarms on your phone, on your watch, every 2.5 hours, 3 hours. And then you say them for 9 seconds. Or you say it and then you just bask for 9 seconds. So I did this and I was amazed what I attracted. So I did one affirmation for more conscious spiritual men, and 3 came into my life. And then I did one for abundance, and I got multiple days on the Star Trek TV show. And I'm forgetting the other one right now. Oh, a breakthrough support with the Wellness Oracle, my signature product. And then, although I had a breakdown, I had a breakthrough for version 2.0, along with 2 angels that are going to be helping accountability. So it works. I know it's a lot, but take your affirmations to the next level. If you're not able to do the 369 method, then at least have some visualization and emotion with them. Sound good? Who's in for the 9-day Withyin accountability? It starts today. Last 2 decks. Things you should know. What are some things you should know? I don't know. Let's find out. Ah! The little scream is for people to wake up a bit. Sherry's in. Great. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I am complete. Are you? Second person that gives me a number between 1 and 47 with an A or a D will pick that card. Loretta. 31 ascending. Let's do it. My math isn't on point right now. I'm just going to count quickly. I'll give you some music. 29, 30, 31. This is the card. Loretta. What's something we should know? I wonder if you know this, or if you're meant to know this for your next walk of life, wherever you're at. Okie dokes. Whatever experiences you have, enjoyable, disastrous, or mediocre, there's always something you can learn. Knowing this can give purpose to the most difficult situation and make meaning out of any life event. What do you have to say about that? I'm laughing because, well, I'll tell you why in a second. So yeah, of course, no matter what the beep, if you've been through, you are going through, whether enjoyable, disastrous, or mediocre, or boring as beep, there's always something to learn. You know, I I heard recently, that's why I'm laughing, is that saying that we're on Earth School is a trap. And of course it makes sense. It's like, we're here to learn. Are we? Are we here to remember? Are we here to expand? Are we here to be a cooperative component for someone else's awakening, for our own awakening? I don't know. After a while, it kind of gets kind of nauseating and dizzy. And is saying we're here to learn just a reframe to keep you in this humble character where you're not as powerful? What happens if you can look at a flower and just be enlightened right away? Oh, yeah, I am you and you are me. So I'm just bringing that up for you to stay consciously curious. Yes, we're here to learn, to remember. And it's a contrasting journey to feel open, to feel full. Take what you want from that. Thank you, Maura. That's exactly how I feel. The more I know I don't know. So I think accept the mystery, approach with grace, humble yourself, empower yourself. Why don't you just keep having that dance, okay? And something will work out, I promise. That's my approach. A way to improve our mindfulness. Our final card. The second person that gives me a number between 1 and 47 with an A or a D will pick that card. Seems like you want a break from my voice. I'll give it to you. All right. Mora 9 descending. Let's see if we've done this before. All right. List out the things you do every day, one by one. Do each mindfully. When you arrive at work, switch on the TV or climb the stairs. Is that the only way there is to feel? Oh my gosh, I love that last question. It's kind of like getting curious. So we are creatures of habit. There's certain things we do every single day, like climbing the stairs. How do you get out of bed? Do you do a spinal twist? Do you massage your face? Like, there's many ways to get out of bed. There's many ways to climb the stairs. To drive to work. There's many ways to say hello to someone. So you're invited to ponder what are the things you do every day and how do they make you feel? that was kind of emotional. It's like, is that the only way there is to feel? If something doesn't feel good, is that the only way there is to feel? When you greet that secretary, your worker, like your job, is that the only way there is to feel? Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. List out the things you do every day, one by one. Do you always feel the same way when you arrive at work, switch on the TV, climb the stairs? And is that the only way there is to feel? If emotions is energy in motion, and you can stir up the energy from the emotion that you have in your life, then let's harness that power. If there's a feeling you don't like and it's part of your habit, how can we morph that, do some sort of quantum shift and make it so that the energy is better and that you are feeling better? It's kind of interesting. It's interesting if you are awake to curious conscious development and design of your life. The finger came out. This never comes out. I should stop. Notice where you're feeling not so good and ask yourself, is there another way I can feel by doing this habit? Aight. Got it? Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, my name's Robert Halley. I'm a creative wellness coach in Toronto, Canada. This was 50 ways to ... Hopefully you received some information, you sparked some ideas that you will take into your illuminated, colorful life, spark conversation to be growth-minded, loving, friendly. Whether that's not feeding the ducks bread or having a conversation that oats might be better. To support some others on social, if you're on there, comment, like them instead of all about you. Go for a walk. Bring your butt with you. Use your toes. Press down, activate. Breathe some fresher air. Redo your affirmations and say them with feeling and visualization. Maybe you do the 3-6-9 method. 3 affirmations 6 times a day for 9 seconds. It worked for me. You want some accountability? Join our circle, The Journey Withyin, or Robert Halley on Insight Timer. We're starting today, November 11th, going till November 20th. Are you here to learn or to remember? Stay open to the mystery. And know that whatever feelings you're having with your daily habits, if they don't feel good, please be curious. How can you feel different doing that same habit over and 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 over again? Thank you, Yasmin. Glad there was value for you, and I appreciate the affirmation. You have an interesting opportunity, my dear family. I would love your support. I'm here. I just gifted an hour, and of course, you're my mirror, so I gift to myself, and that's the reason I do this is, can we have win-wins? You, me, us. You have a beautiful opportunity to affirm, to offer a donation. If we're not connected, bottom right corner. I just submitted to Insight Timer the priming meditation. So slowly and surely, if you're able to listen, comment, offer a review, that's going to help me so much. And I am here as a queer person of color to bring diversity, fun, and play to this mental health wellness sector. So thank you for your support. Thank you, Yasmin, for the affirmation. Loretta, what a generous donation. Godspeed. I appreciate that. And you're in New Mexico. I want to go there. I remember touring there with dance companies. It's so fascinating there. So I hope to meet you, Loretta. I trust your inner circle, the journey Withyin. Enjoy the mysticism there. Thank you, Mora. Glad you find me refreshing. It's because I'm in my cave. Sometimes if I'm out, I may not be as colorful, but I'm glad you enjoyed. Thank you. So I'm not traveling for 3 weeks, so we'll be in our rotation. Saturdays, 8:30, creative practices. Mondays, movement, kundalini, or dance choreography. Tuesday, stories, quotes, and questions. Thursday, we'll do nothing. Friday, we'll do this. Well, come on through tomorrow, Sherry. Thank you, Erica, for your affirmation. Thank you. Words of affirmation are my love language. So where they at? Where they at? I'm not going to beg. Thank you. I appreciate you showing up. Have an amazing day. And I'll catch you around the rainbow. There is great love here for you. Oh, Withyin Creative Wellness on Instagram and YouTube. Withyin.ca for Zoom wellness, yoga, coaching circles. Anything I do here can be for your own one-to-one journey, as well as school and corporate wellness. I'm here to serve and have a good time. Can we laugh as much as we cry? Yes, we can. We will and we do. Boop, boop, be doo. Mwah.